If you want to start day trading, but you feel completely overwhelmed, then this video is for you. You don't need 6 screens, expensive software, or a huge account. But you do need to understand a few basics before you invest even a single pound. I remember how confusing trading felt at the beginning. Charts, platforms, indicators, jargon, risk. So in this video, I'm going to simplify exactly what day trading is and, more importantly, what you need to focus on first. Treat this video like a timeline for your trading education. I will go through all the points that you will need to learn to set yourself up for trading. And you're not going to even need a lot of money or even to take on loads of courses to achieve it. If you want to get straight to the useful resources for trading, do check out the links in the description below for all of the resources that I use in my trading that I rely on every day. Let's get straight into it. Firstly, let's clarify what day trading actually means. Simply put, day trading is the opening and the closing of a trade within the same day, aiming to profit from a short-term price movement. This is day trading whether you are looking to go long, if you are looking to open to buy a position and then sell or close the position in the same day, or whether you are looking to go short, if you are looking to sell and open a position, and then buy back and close the position within the same day. As long as you are in and out of the market within one day, it is classed as day trading. If you, however, decide to hold a position overnight, so this is where you may, for example, buy into the market and then you remain in the market as the market continues overnight and into the next day, this would be classed as swing trading. Now that's out the way, let's look at what beginners think they need to trade versus what they actually need to trade. This topic may save you hundreds of pounds right from the beginning. If you are watching this as a complete beginner trader, you do not need an expensive setup. You don't need multiple screens. You don't need tons of indicators cluttering up your charts, confusing you. You don't even need a huge capital or even constant screen time, which is going to burn you out. What you do need, the most important thing that you need, is a demo account. What is a demo account? A demo account, also referred to as a paper trading account. It is a fake account. It's where you can practice trading for free without risking your money up front. It's a practice ground for you to build your skills, to learn what you need to be able to buy, to sell, and to set certain order types. Many brokers offer the facility of a demo account. My broker, IC Markets, offer multiple free demo accounts. As long as you use them within a 30-day period, they will not expire. There is a link below in the description where you can sign up for free. Or check out this video for a complete tutorial. I advise you to stay in a demo account until you have a proven strategy. And don't rush this process. You need to take your time because you need to learn how to trade. You need to learn how to use the software within the broker. And then you need to actually trade, build up some data, and prove your strategy works before you even think about trading with real money. If you avoid this step and go straight into the markets with real money, you're setting yourself up for a big loss. Trust me, I've been there. The 5%ers are my number one choice when it comes to trading with a prop firm. They have 3 different programs available. I am currently enrolled in the Hyper Growth program, which is my favorite program, and I talk more about why in this video here. My 2 favorite parts of this program has got to be the fact that you have unlimited time to pass, making it a much more achievable program, and also the scalability. Once you pass the account and gain access to the account balance, as long as you keep trading respecting the rules, you have the potential to scale up your account all the way up to $4 million. If you have a proven trading strategy and you are consistently profitable as a trader, but you lack the funds to actually make some money, it is a great option and you can have a go for yourself. There's a link below in the description. Think of trading in terms of ones. You need one demo account. You just need one strategy. Ideally trading just one market. Personally, I like to focus on trading the DAX, the German index market, which gives plenty of movement during the day to capitalize on short-term price movements. You need one simple strategy, and alongside that, you need a good grounded knowledge of risk management and a lot of patience. Moving on into basic tools. Although as a beginner, you do not need lots of expensive equipment, you don't need to have a lot up front. There are certain tools that you will need to be able to trade. These include access to a charting platform. Now, some brokers with your demo account, for example, will include charting, and yes, you can use it, but it can be very rudimentary, and personally, I don't like the platform that comes for charting within MetaTrader. I prefer to use a dedicated charting platform, such as TradingView charts. There are different cost options available, making it affordable if you go with the cheaper package, but what you get in return is so much greater. Their charting platform is incredible, with so many drawing tools available, so many markets, and extra features if you need them. As well as a charting platform, you will need a broker where you can access your demo account. Usually this will be in a software such as the MetaTrader platform or CTrader. You will most likely need access to an economic calendar. What is an economic calendar? This is a platform where you can observe any upcoming news events. More often than not, you can access an economic calendar for free. It is available through different brokers. If you are trading Forex, there are websites such as forexfactory.com, which is a free resource. If you are trading stocks, there are also many different websites where you can look at stock news for free. But it is important to be aware of any upcoming news, especially if it relates to the market that you are trading, because it will affect the momentum and the volatility in price. I highly recommend that you get a trading journal. This could either be a digital trading journal or even a simple notebook and pen, but it really helps to document your journey, note down any tips, notes on your strategy, and mainly just journal how you feel when you are trading, your emotions, what you have done, what market you traded, the time, whether it won, whether it lost. All of these points, make a note of it in your journal. You will be surprised how much you can learn just by reflecting on your own learning journey. This may be a super simple point, but it is crucial to have a stable internet connection. You don't want to be into a trade and then the internet drops before you had a chance to get out of the trade, only to find that you have acquired a huge loss. Stable internet is crucial. Finally, having a quiet space where you can focus is super important for trading because you need to access a high level of focus. You need to be able to trade in the zone without any distractions or loud noises. So if you can facilitate this space, that will help you out. Let's talk now about what you need to learn first. There is so much to learn when it comes to trading. It can be incredibly overwhelming, and you don't want to waste your time learning something if it's not even that important. I'm going to go through some crucial topics for you to learn that will provide you with a solid foundation for trading. Firstly, let's look and break up some technical points. This is more related to technical analysis, being able to analyze the chart in front of you to determine whether you are looking to buy a trade or sell a trade and when. And these topics include market direction, understanding whether a market is going up, making higher highs and higher lows, or going down, making lower lows and lower highs, whether a market is ranging, or whether a market is simply choppy and unpredictable, a market that you should avoid at all costs. Support and resistance levels. These are really helpful to give you targets and also a plan for your trading, and these rely mainly on the daily time frame. Learn about support and resistance levels, practice setting these on the daily time frame. They will give your intraday trading a tremendous structure. Candlesticks. There are many useful books available. I read a book called The Candlestick Bible, which completely transformed my understanding of candlesticks. And it's just recognizing what candlesticks are and, more importantly, what they mean. I'm talking about individual candlesticks such as engulfing, pin bars, and doji candlesticks, and then grouping these candlesticks together into candlestick patterns to determine whether or not they can help us to anticipate a drop or a rise in price. Team the candlesticks up with the previous points with market direction, with support and resistance, and you have the start of a trade plan formulating. Market structure. This is often underestimated, but this is one of my key components in my trading plan, being able to read and mark market structure. It's a follow on from market direction. It's being able to follow price, whether it is making higher highs and higher lows, lower lows and lower highs. Being able to read market structure can help you to spot change in behaviors. This will line you up to being able to actually set a trade. Think of it like a series of events. All of these technical aspects are all lining you up, preparing you to take a trade at the optimum moment. If you miss one of these components, you may set the trade at the wrong time and take a loser. So the more that you can learn about all of these technical aspects, the greater your chance of avoiding a losing trade. And we all want to avoid losing where possible so that we can protect our capital. These final points to learn relate more to risk, and they include risk-reward ratios. Understanding what you are risking for a trade versus what you are aiming to make. Ideally, you want to aim to make more than you are risking, also known as a profit-loss ratio. Stop-loss orders and take-profit orders. A stop-loss order is essentially placing a safety net underneath your trade, so that if the trade turns against you and loses, it is controlled. You're not going to lose more than you can afford to lose. And a take-profit order is having a target set so that when price moves in the right direction, it will get you out of profit and avoid pesky emotions coming into play, such as greed. Once you have all of these components in play, you have a strong foundation and awareness of the technical aspects, and you have an awareness of the news when news is due out, you are ready to formulate your trading plan. A trading plan is your roadmap to be able to trade. A trading plan will contain all of the points that you need to justify taking a trade. It is your guide. If you want to see an example of a trading plan, I do have a free trading plan available. There's a link in the description. Feel free to download it. It will help you to write your own trading plan. But remember, one market, one time frame, one strategy, one setup. Keep it super simple. Trading is complicated enough. One of the biggest mistakes a beginner can make is to simply jump into the charts because you believe that the market is going to go up. There's a fine line between trading and gambling. A trader will anticipate moves, it will plan, they will prepare by managing risk. A gambler will simply just jump in and out on a whim, and usually lose a lot of money in the process. Reframe this mindset. Your job is not to trade more, your job is to wait for your plan. Touching on mindset plays a crucial role in trading, and there is a mindset that beginner traders will need and will develop over time. Let me just remind you that trading is not a quick way to become rich. It is not fast money. You are highly unlikely to make $1 million in a matter of months when trading. Some people may do it, but they usually don't show you the next part when they lose it again. Trading is a skill. To be able to trade consistently and reliably takes time, but it is doable. Your first goal is not about making profits. It is learning to follow a process without making emotional decisions. Some safe next steps for you on your trading journey. If you haven't done so already, I do encourage you to create a free account with a broker so that you can download a free demo account, enabling you to practice trading in a risk-free environment without risking real money. Build a simple trading plan and then focus on taking your first 20 practice trades, trying your best to follow your plan. Once you have done that, You can go through your trades and review them. Look for any patterns. Are you mostly taking losers at a certain time of day? Are you better at a different time of day? Do you find that if you are focusing on trading, looking for reversals, you are taking more losers? Try to find any patterns so that you can improve your profitability. Only once you are making a profit with a large batch of trades, a minimum of 20, ideally 50. If you take 50 trades in your demo and you are in profit, I would then consider to transition to live trading, but only using a small capital first, risking a small amount. Gradual, small steps. If you are new to trading, don't rush. Build the foundation first. I will leave my free trading plan below to start with structure, as well as a link to a free demo trading account. Remember, if you struggle with a lack of capital, there are options out there, such as the 5%ers prop firm, where you can trade their capital. Check out this video to learn more. Thanks for watching. Bye.